SACP Fourth Special National Congress is wrapping up today in Kempton Park. Our reporter Manqoba Mkhunu is standing by to give us some update on what's been happening. We know that the SACP, my apologies, has for a while murmured about perhaps contesting elections on their own. So let's go now to Kempton Park. Manqoba, a very good afternoon to take us through what's happening at that Congress.
Well, good afternoon to you, Nzinga. Of course, we do expect that conference, a special national congress of the SACP, to wrap up this afternoon. Of course, it's been a 3-day-long conference where a lot of issues have been discussed. And of course, today we expect to hear some of the resolutions that have been taken by this congress with regards to some of the key issues that have been part of their discussion paper. Among them, of course, the issue of whether the SACP will contest the elections alone. There has been talk, of course, that they do want to contest the 2021 local government elections. And of course, leading up to this conference, there also has been, talk from some of the officials of the SACP, the first Deputy Secretary General, saying that, this is one of the issues that will be discussed in length here as to whether they will take over. Of course, we do know that they say that there are some municipalities of concern where the ANC has failed in those municipalities with regards to service delivery and also issues of corruption. So they are saying that, they want to see if they can contest in those elections, one of them being Maluti Apofong in the Free State, which was mentioned here at this Congress as one of the municipalities that they were eyeing in terms of, taking over. But so we'll hear more clearer of a picture of as to what resolution they have taken with regards to this matter. But more than that, also the state of the alliance, what it is that they've discussed with regards to the configuration of the alliance. This is one of the points they've also been discussing, to look at the alliance and its configuration and how it can be made to be modernized and to look at issues that really affect the communities at the core. But we do know, of course, that there has been some sort of a win with regards to the issue of deployment within the tripartite alliance, with all the tripartite alliance partners, COSATU, the ANC and SACP, all agreeing to the fact that there will be one deployment committee that will be set up, that will obviously run through all the structures, national, provincial and local structures. And of course, how that will affect that vision of the SACP, or that the talk of the SACP contesting the elections alone, is yet to be seen at this point. But of course, more than that, we also expect to hear what resolutions have been taken with regards to the issue of the economy. We do know that the economy is not performing well, and of course there has been a lot of outcry with regards to the state of state-owned enterprises. We did hear the deputy president of the ANC speaking about the worrying state of these entities, saying that of course there has to be some intervention, and that intervention will be done by the tripartite alliance. We'll need all heads together in order to come up with a solution. So what resolutions this conference has taken with regards to these issues regarding the economy and the SOEs, we're yet to hear, but we do know that their stance with regards to privatization. COSATU saying that privatization is not on the cards, and that government really need to do something to save these state-owned entities. SACP as well, we do know that they do not support privatization. So those are some of the things that we expect them to touch on. But more than that, the alliance and how the alliance is doing and their position in the alliance.
Manqoba, very briefly, talk us through the kind of support that we've seen on the ground there, the kind of attendance that we've seen at that Congress.
Well, Nzinga, there's been quite a number of delegates that have been attending this Congress. Of course, we do know that it's about 700 of them from different branches. I've seen many of them, carrying placards from various provinces, all 9 provinces, in fact. So there has been delegates, over 700 of them, who have been part of these important talks that the party is holding with regards to some of the policies that they'll come up. And of course, right now, as I speak to you, Nzinga, there is a discussion which is closed to the media. So they are busy discussing some of these policies, and of course the resolutions that are being taken, which will be presented to us this afternoon when that media briefing takes place at, it was supposed to be at 2:30, but of course it will be at a later stage for now, Nzinga. So we're not sure yet what time, but of course we do know that after this, those resolutions will form part of the position paper that the SACP will be producing.